afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Lil Mike Fight Night. I'm your host, Bear Evans, and today we're going to be going over Saudi Arabia's first UFC event. We're going to be going over the top finishes. Also, we're going to go over some cheating that happened that could have completely changed the landscape of the fight. Let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to be starting with Johnny Walker and Volkan. I can't say your name. I'm so sorry, sir. But you know what? After this fight that you had and this performance you put on, I'm sure a lot more people are going to learn how to say your name. But let's go over this. We're going to go over the finish right now. Let me go ahead and click play. Oh man, that freaking right hook and that right uppercut and that right hook, the last two punches that caught Johnny Walker. I mean, to be honest with you, that right uppercut, I thought that his lights were completely out, but then when he followed up with that right hook, or kind of in between when he's on the ground, I don't know what you want to call that, grounded hook type uppercut shot, little hybrid, that really put his lights out. So for me, guys, with Johnny Walker, this is the first question I want to ask. What are your thoughts and opinions? And first off, I'm so sorry for this light. My ring light died, so I'm on this sketchy little, trying something different light. So anyways, do you think that Johnny Walker has fallen off? Ever since he got knocked out by Jamal Hill, Ankalaev, and then he got knocked out by someone else, but I guess it doesn't really matter. What I'm trying to say is, since these knockout losses, since he's had a button, do you think that his performance has gone down where he now fights a little bit more less timid, doesn't take as many risks? Yes, when Johnny Walker was hurt, I'm fully aware that he did a flying knee, absolutely was creative, going, taking a risk, trying to change it up and get his opponent, Volkan, thinking about something different. But anyways, that dog fighter, that guy who turns it into a brawl, a real street fight, I feel like that side of Johnny Walker has left the building. But anyways, let's go into the next one. It's going to be Shara Magomedov versus Antonio Trall. And let's see. The first thing I want to show you is going to be the knockout. So let's go ahead and see this knockout finish here. Man, what a barrage of just hard-hitting combinations, guys. If you didn't know Magomedov, now you do. This guy's coming up. Yes, he has a glass eye, so he's not able to fight in a United States sanction, but he is able to fight in the UAE, in the Middle East, in those type of sanctions. They will actually clear him and let him fight. So it is really awesome that we get to see him fight. Spectacular striker and kickboxer. But one thing I want to show, this was either in round 1 or round 2. Trall in the beginning was trying to take him down, didn't have success. But right here, the only time that Trall was literally about to it was 100% going to be a takedown. It's going to rip him off the cage, take him to the ground, take him down. It could have changed the landscape of the whole fight, because we know Shara's not very good on the ground. So let's go ahead and click play. Did y'all, guys, that is the most rowdiest cage grab I have ever seen. This light's dying on me. Hopefully it can stay lit for the whole video. That is the most rowdiest cage grab I've ever seen. What do y'all think about that there? In the commentary, I think it was Daniel Cormier or someone like that was saying, hey, that should be an immediate point deduction. What I think is, I think that should be, hey, time out real quick. Let's start these guys on the ground. Maybe not in a full mount position. Maybe have one hook in, I don't really know, or no hooks in. It's, side control, whatever. Just put them on the ground, whether you want to put them in the most compromising or least position, but at least make it fair to where they're on the ground, because that's where they would have been. Have them scramble, I don't really care. But I'm saying it should be more than just, hey, here's a warning, because literally Trall could not take him down the rest of that fight, and ultimately Magomedov took advantage of that and ended up knocking him out and getting the win, guys. We're not going to go over Kevin Gastelum and Daniel Rodriguez or D-Rod. It was a great fight. I guess it was a great fight. Gastelum seemed to have the most success on the feet, but he couldn't make weight. He always has issues with weight. So he's a guy who wasn't cutting weight, who is not almost dying 2-3 days before the fight. D-Rod was. So I really don't want to give that outstanding performance from Gastelum as, a huge light to it, because at the end of the day, it's not fair, and he wasn't a professional, and this is the fight game, and part of that is making weight, right? That's what they get paid to do. That's the difference between the fight on the streets and the fight in here, is you get paid to make weight. Sergey Pavlovich versus Alexander Volkov. A better fight for, you know, they used to be training partners over in Russia for, you know, like one guy says 18 months, the other guy says like 2 or 3 years. Either way, for a very, very long time, Sergey Pavlovich was like, hey, let's fight him, I'm gonna knock him out. Alexander Volkov was like, hey, it's a little awkward, I don't wanna fight him, we're buddies. Anyways, Sergey Pavlovich could not find a devastating right or left hand during the whole fight, though he was looking for it. Alexander Volkov seemed to have the most success, most volume, his strikes were landing. Pavlovich was having a hard time covering the distance in a way that wouldn't compromise him and get him hurt. There wasn't a finish on there, so we're not showing you a finish, but we're going to go over Whittaker and Erkam, and I don't even know how to say this guy's name, so I'm not even going to pretend and do him the disservice. Let's go ahead and watch this. Remember, Whittaker lost to Dricus du Plessis, the current champion, via TKO, right? Whittaker then goes and he fights Paulo Costa, wins via decision. Now he's fighting Ikram. You know, I can't say his last name, but let's see how this guy finishes him. Let's go ahead and click play. Guys, you know, that was a beautiful, beautiful right hand by Robert Whittaker. That was the first thing that dazed him. But you know what was really cool? When he followed up, you know, he did a 2-1. When he followed up with that one, look how powerful, you know, if you can't just rewind it to the beginning of this, look how powerful Whittaker's jab hand is, his leading arm. Absolutely amazing. And then he follows it up with a hook. I like that he takes his time while he has him hurting up against the cage by throwing a head kick, and then he goes and he ends up sealing the deal. Absolutely amazing performance by Whittaker. Here's what I think is going to go ahead and happen next. Comment right now if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. Tell me why you agree with me. Tell me why you disagree with me. I love the community y'all are creating down below. So with Robert Whittaker, yes, he lost to Dricus, but he beat Costa and he beat Ikram. So Costa, anyone who fights Costa, that can always be like, you know, for the next title contention shot or, you know, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm trying to act like I messed that up. But yeah, so, you know, fighting Costa has always been a gatekeeper. You know, you beat Costa, then you can fight for the belt. You beat Costa, then you beat one more guy, then you can fight for the belt. You know, Whittaker did that. He beat the new and upcoming guy. He took a risk, the guy that was streaking, except for when he lost to Khamzat Chimaev. Now what I think Whittaker should do and will do is wait for the next title shot, guys. Comment down below, like I said, if you agree or disagree with me. You should pull a Sean Strickland. So here's what's going to happen. Israel Adesanya is going to fight Dricus du Plessis. I believe Israel Adesanya is going to win that fight. Then the winner of Adesanya du Plessis is going to fight Strickland, because we know Strickland is waiting for the winner of that. Strickland then, I hope he wins, but as we see in his last fight when he fought Costa, he's still not putting on the pressure that he likes to put on in the last 15 seconds of the 5th round. If he just put on more pressure, he'd have better success with the judges and the referees, right? So then, the fight Strickland. Now, Whittaker's going to fight the winner of Adesanya versus du Plessis, fighting the winner, then fighting Sean Strickland. The winner of those two then should be fighting Whittaker. Guys, with that, that's all I got for today. If you appreciate me going through all these videos, cutting the clips so you don't have to, go ahead, give me a like, give me a subscribe. It really helps me out. And like I said, last week, I'm regular again, posting at least every Monday and Tuesday, but I'm out. I love you guys.